Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a design with me video. So today's video, I'm just going to show you guys the process in which I create new sticker kits. This isn't going to be showing you guys how I create my format or how I design certain stickers. It's literally just going to be me going in and changing patterns and colors to make a new sticker kit. So I hope that that is something that's interesting to you. I feel like I get requested all the time to do like design with me videos and stuff like that. And I am planning on making a full course on how to design certain things in Silhouette Studio. It will be a paid product. It won't be a like a series on YouTube because it is going to take a lot of time and just hard work to get that done. But I am planning on doing something like that. But for now, I figured I would just show you guys kind of my process behind, changing colors and patterns and just creating new sticker kits. So what I like to do is I will open up a kit that's already been created, that's already in my shop, and I will just go and save as, and I will save it as whatever I want to name the new kit. So for this one, it was work from home. So I just went in, I saved it as work from home, and then I started changing patterns and colors and everything like that. So I will normally start with my full boxes, but as you can see in this video, I actually went ahead and I put a couple patterns in the full boxes, and then from there I chose my colors. So I just used the little color dropper tool. I don't even know what that's called right now, the eyedropper tool. I used that to pick out the color, and then a sweet subscriber a long time ago actually told me about this little trick. But if you go to edit and then I believe it's like select by color, then if you choose like the fill color, you don't want to do your line colors just yet, but like if you choose your fill color, you can choose like all the pink stickers, and then it selects them, and then you can go in and change them to whatever color you want. And then I do the same thing with line colors. Like if it's like word stickers and I have them outlined in a certain color, I will do that. But you want to be careful because you don't want to switch all of your cut lines. So you don't want to click the red cut line because you don't want to make that a color. Like you want your cut lines to all have the same color. So that way when you go to cut, it like can tell where to cut the stickers. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So that is how I change all the colors, and that has been a game changer. I'm so grateful for the subscriber that told me about that because I didn't know for the longest time you could do that, and they told me probably like a year and a half ago, and it has just been such a game changer. It makes everything so much easier, and honestly I'm able to design kits a lot faster because of that hack. So I really like that. Another hack that I have for you guys is if you're wanting the clip art to fit in the full box, but you're not wanting like the whole clip art, you just kind of want like, I don't know if you can see what I did with the Starbucks cup there, but you just kind of like make it to where it'll fit in the full box, but it's not the entire picture, but it's like bigger, if that makes sense. Then what I like to do is I will actually take the outline of a full box, so like the cut line, and I will duplicate it out. I will put it out to the side, and then I will put whatever clip art I want in it, and then from there I'll just use the slice or cut tool and I will cut it exactly where I want it, so that way it kind of fits in the full box like that. And that's just how I do it. I also want to mention that I know a lot of sticker shop owners, they design their stickers in like Photoshop or InDesign or, whatever. And we all kind of do things differently. So this is just how I personally like to design. This is not like the right or wrong way. This is just one way to do things. And it's just the way that I prefer to do things. But, you could still totally do this in Photoshop if you wanted, or you could do it differently in Silhouette. I know a lot of people will actually import their designs and stuff in the Silhouette library and do it from there. I personally like to put it on my desktop and just drag it in. It's a lot easier for me. It doesn't take up as much time, and then I don't like completely overload my library with a bunch of patterns and stuff. So I personally really like this way, and it's worked for me for the past 5 years, but I know that some people don't do that. So it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just how I prefer to do it. And I know I'll get questions like, well, why do you do it this way when you could do it this way? It's just because this is how I prefer to do it, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I wanted to throw that out there, that if you're watching this video and you're trying to figure out how to design stuff, you can try all different things. Like, you don't have to do it just the way that I do it. You know what I mean? This is just what I have found over the past 5 years that works best for me and the way that I like to do it. So overall, I think this entire kit took me about 45 minutes to design from start to finish. And again, that is just because I already have my layout done the way that I like it, and I'm just saving over the top of it and changing things as I go. But I would say whenever I do a reformat, it definitely takes me several hours to get stuff done because I want to make sure I have the right layout, that I like it, and, trial and error. But for right now, I have my formats the way that I like them, and I'm not planning on changing them as of right now. Now, normally every couple of months, I get the itch to like switch things up and change things up. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with the way that I have everything set up in my shop as far as my kits. I like that you guys can pick and choose the sheets that you want. And I like just the layout of the full kit as well. So I don't see me changing anything anytime soon, but don't hold me to that because you see what other shops are doing, you're like, oh, like that's a really great idea, I like that. Or maybe I just need to have kits and not a la carte stuff and whatever. But for right now, that seems to be really working well for my shop, and I think you guys are liking that. So I'm not planning on switching up my format anytime soon, but if I do, I might like do a video on it. It's really hard to do a video like that because, like I said, it takes hours and hours. So there would be so much footage, and it would just, I don't know, it would be a big video for me to try to do for you guys. But I will definitely do my best to kind of show you guys like how I lay out my kits in the future if I end up changing stuff. Like if it's a big enough reformat that I feel like it's worth it, then I might. But I get this question so much, like how do I figure out how to come up with a kit format? And I think that when people ask this, I really think that everybody's just kind of overthinking this. But what I like to do and what I recommend is start with one type of sticker. So for me personally, like I would start with the full boxes. They're easy. They're all the same size, the same shape. So I would start with that, put all of the full boxes on one page, and then like move on to, maybe your icons. Maybe put all of them on one sheet. Put all of your half boxes on one sheet. Like group like stickers together, and also put in stuff that you are going to want. Like create the kit as if you were creating it for yourself. And that is my recommendation. I think that just works best. It's worked best for me in the past. Anytime where I've tried to create a kit where I was creating it for everyone, or I thought like, oh, this is like the best style because there's so many stickers or whatever, it's never really gone well for me. But when I've created stickers for myself, or like designed the kit specifically to what I would want in a kit, that always ends up being a better deal for me, and people really like that. So I would just recommend making and creating sticker kits that work for you. But if you're trying to figure out where to get started, just start with one type of sticker and like build your way from there. Like don't overthink it. It's not, there's not like a right or wrong way to make a kit. So definitely just relax and have fun with the creative process. That's like one of the best things about creating stickers, is that you get to be creative. But I feel like if you overthink it too much, you're kind of taking your creativity away. So don't do that. Just create stuff that you like, and eventually you'll figure it out and you'll get the hang of like what you like. But don't like overthink it or take all the fun out of designing. You know what I mean? So that is something that I get asked all the time. And I try to tell you guys, like, I've been asked so many times to show like how I create my kits, but how I create my kits is going to be different for everyone because, you may not like certain types of stickers that I have in my kits, or you may not like the layout of my kit, and that is okay. So I think it's just important for you guys to remember to be creative and figure out a kit format that you like, and not just what everybody else is doing, So I am moving on to the last page here. So my kits have 3 pages, which technically they have 6, but each page is split in half. So 6 pages. So I'm on the last page here, and I'm going to show you guys how I create my glitter headers. I actually already have a video on this, but I figured since I was showing the kit from start to finish, I needed to show glitter headers. So I'm creating glitter headers in Photoshop. That is pretty much the only thing that I use Photoshop for. If I'm being honest, I'm not like a huge Photoshop person. Like it works for what I need it to do. It works really well. So as far as designing, I only do the glitter headers. I do use Photoshop for all of my listing photos, which again, I have a video for that I will link. But as far as like designing and stuff goes, I only really use this for glitter headers. And this is how I make my glitter headers. Everybody makes there's differently. Like, I don't know if anybody else does this, but this is just what I figured out how to do, and I got it from somebody's blog post, and it's just worked well for me. And this is how I go in and I make my glitter headers, and then I save them, and then I just put them in Silhouette Studio on top of the old glitter, and you guys will see all that. But that is how I create my glitter headers. And if you guys want an in-depth tutorial, like I said, I'm going to link it in the cards above so you guys can check out that video. My process in this has not changed, so I don't need to do an updated video for you guys. Just check out that old video and it will help you guys figure out how to create glitter. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this and seeing like how I design new kits and such. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to click that subscribe button as well as that bell notification if you want to be notified right whenever I upload a video. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.
Take me